there was an appointment of honorary alderman, and 4 were being appointed. And these are councillors who've done long service on the council but retired. And they're then appointed or awarded the position of honorary alderman. It's just an honorary position. It just comes with no power, no influence. It's just an honorary thank you from the council. 4 former members of the council on here today. So Peter Mole, who had served for 42 years and had been chairman and vice chairman of just about every committee going. Jack Graham, who first started off in Wrighton Urban District Council in the 60s, and who actually stood against me in 1987 when I was first elected. So obviously beat him, and I reminded him of that. And then Pauline Dillon, who had been mayor and deputy mayor and mayor for and retired in May, not been too well. So unfortunately she wasn't here for the ceremony, but we all wish her the best. And then we had Allison Thompson. Now, Allison Thompson started off in the Lib Dems. We were never particularly comfortable with her because we found it quite difficult to get her to be an effective Lib Dem councillor, get out there doing the community campaigning. And then, when the going got rough, she defected to Labour. But we beat her in May, quite comfortably. And I remember afterwards, after the count, she went home and immediately wrote a venomous, poisonous attack on us on local residents' Facebook sites. We decided to ignore it. She'd been beaten. She was no longer on the council. It was thank you and goodbye, Allison. But because she'd served 14 years and had also served as deputy mayor and then mayor, it was felt right that she would be appointed as an honorary alderman. So each of the appointees gave a little speech, and it was all very nice. I also gave a speech to second the appointments. That went well. Yeah, I had lots of nice things to say about all 4 of them, even though they're all Labour. It's non-political at this point. We're nice to each other, pleasant to each other. Keep the politics out. Keep the abuse out. Alison didn't see it that way. She used the opportunity to spit venom and poison, particularly at me. And it was completely uncalled for. And there were horrified faces around this room from her former Labour colleagues. And I've got to say, I got up and walked out. I was absolutely disgusted. It was completely uncalled for. So, I then went and had a bit of a tete-a-tete with Martin Gannon, who is the leader of the council. And he was appalled as well. I've had various Labour councillors come up to me in the last few minutes as well, saying how disgusted they were with Allison Thompson. And this council is clearly much better off without her. And we've done the council a service by defeating her in May. But as I say, I was totally disgusted, as were many, many other people, at her appalling behaviour.